Well, this is the government's big plan to tackle record waiting lists in the NHS. If we take a look at the figures, there are currently 6 million people in England waiting to start routine hospital treatment. And the Health Secretary has warned that could rise even further. But by March 2024, he says he expects to see the waiting list backlog finally start to reduce. Currently, there are more than 300,000 people waiting more than a year for treatment. But by 2025, the government has pledged to eliminate waits of more than a year. While speaking in the Commons earlier, the Health Secretary Sajid Javid said the NHS recovery plan will address the backlogs that have built up during the pandemic.
It will allow the NHS to perform at least 9 million extra tests and checks and procedures by 2025 and around 30% more elective activity each year in 3 years' time than it was doing before the pandemic. This bold and radical vision has been developed with expert input from clinical leaders and patient groups.
Well, Labour say the government's plan falls seriously short of the scale of the challenge facing the NHS. Today, NHS leaders welcomed the initiative, but said it doesn't go far enough.
We just don't know how many people are still waiting for treatment. We know a lot of people did not come forward during COVID. So we've got 6 million people on waiting lists, but we don't know how many more people need to be on waiting lists. And then secondly, we've still got this issue of staffing. We've got around 100,000 vacancies in the NHS, and we cannot deliver this plan unless we have the staff to do so.
Well, the government says this plan will make the NHS fit for the future. But we now know the waiting list for hospital treatment won't start falling for another 2 years. There are currently more than 90,000 staffing